Are you ready for today's video? Something barely anyone talks about. Are you ready? But before we start, I have a question for you. Imagine waking up one day to find out your home is underwater. Where would you go? Let's get started. Imagine waking up one day to find out your home is underwater. Where would you go? Well, good thing my video talks about it. By the way, my name is Derek. Nice to meet you. Hope you're ready for today's video. Don't worry, this is what the video is all about. Kinds of solutions to climate displacement. In case you didn't know, climate displacement is the forced movements of people due to the effect of climate change. Many people are losing their homes due to this issue. This may happen due to the rising of sea level, extreme weather events such as hurricanes, typhoons, and tornadoes, droughts, land degradation, making the land uninhabitable. Causes of climate displacement. Rising of sea level. What happens? As the sea rises to lower areas or islands, it floods the area, covering it with water, making it not livable because the area sank or is destroyed by the water. Extreme weather. What happens? Stronger storms, hurricanes, and floods can destroy houses and community due to the pressure or strength of the disaster. It forces people to leave their homes temporarily or permanently if they can't rebuild. Here is an example of a footage of the recent Hurricane Milton in the United States that has forced a lot of people to move due to the damages. This now leads us on to droughts. Droughts is a cause of climate displacement because long periods without rain can cause water shortage or crop failures. When this occurs, people are forced to move because they can't produce food or find water. Here is a footage of a severe drought in South Africa around 2015 to 2016.
This is the worst drought to hit South Africa since 1982. Millions are facing water shortages.
This is rather unusual because under normal circumstances, I would be waist height in water here. This reservoir has completely dried up, and it just goes to show how severe the drought is.
The country's farmers have been the hardest hit. 6 of Thuso Kalani's cows starved to death. Many more are missing. He fears the worst. He wanted to show us
the drought has affected the people and has caused crop failure, food insecurity, and economic stresses, especially to farmers because of how they need to sell their vegetation. Another cause of climate displacement is wildfire. This is a cause of climate displacement due to the hot, dry condition, which can lead to massive fire which can destroy homes and forests. People are forced to evacuate and can't return if everything is burnt. Another cause of climate displacement is loss of natural resources. Loss of natural resources is a cause of climate displacement due to the climate change harming forests, fisheries, and coral reef that people rely on. It forces people to move because when resources disappear, they need to find new ways to live on. These changes make some areas uninhabitable, forcing people to move for survival or safety.
Hello everyone, I'm here in CTC Mall in downtown Kinshasa. It's a shopping mall.
Global impact. Homelessness. When the natural disaster occurs, it can take away their homes, making them homeless and have no place to stay. Health risk. Due to many people losing their homes because of the hazard, they are forced to go to refuges. And the refugees are crowded and unsanitary, which is mostly likely to give them sicknesses. Mental health. Climate displacement can cause mental health issues like stress, anxiety, and depression because of how people lose their homes, communities, and security. Mass migration. People move from their homes to other areas or countries, which can overwhelm cities or services, which can lead to overcrowding and struggle on resources like food, housing, and water. Increased poverty. The people that are displaced often face high living costs and may fall deeper into poverty, staying with no home, no job, and all their life savings gone, leaving them with nothing to build a house. Different types of climate displacement. Internal displacement. This type of climate displacement is when people are forced to move within their country due to climate events such as floods, storms, or droughts. Cross-border displacement. This type of climate displacement is when people are forced to move to other countries due to climate-related hazards such as hurricanes and cyclones. Slow onset displacement. This type of climate displacement occurs due to long-term climate changes such as rising sea levels or desertification, whereas people do not have to move immediately but eventually have to as it worsens. Rapid onset displacement. This type of climate displacement occurs suddenly due to extreme weather events such as hurricanes or wildfires, forcing people to evacuate quickly and with little preparation. According to the Internal Displacement Monitoring Center, around 20 million are displaced due to climate events, and by 2050, 200 million people could be displaced. Technology. Technology play an important role in climate displacement. It helps communities adapt with the effects of climate change because of early warning systems, climate resilient infrastructure, water management solutions, and data and climate modeling. These tools are able to help with climate displacement due to technology. Climate displacement is a global issue because displacing millions per year due to rising seas, extreme weather, and droughts puts pressure on economies, fuels global disputes, and threatens cultures. With no legal protection for climate refugees, displaced populations face large challenges. International corporations are important to address this growing issue and protect helpless communities worldwide. How can people contribute to reducing displacement? Using less energy. To help reduce climate displacement, we need to use less energy because it releases greenhouse gases, which is a major cause of global warming. When people conserve energy or switch to renewable ones, it can help slow down climate change. Living sustainably. To help reduce climate displacement, we also need to use less energy because it helps reduce climate change, which is the major cause of climate displacement. By conserving resources or reducing waste, it lowers carbon releases and protects societies from climate-related disasters. Planting trees and protecting nature. To help reduce climate displacement, we need to start planting more trees and protecting our nature. This can help with reducing climate change by the plants absorbing carbon dioxide and reducing greenhouse gases. Trees prevent lower temperature and supports biodiversity, making the community more durable to climate impact. Helping displaced people. To help climate displaced people, we need to help them by donating food, water, or volunteering with groups that support people forced to leave their homes. Here are some organizations you could donate to help: Disaster Emergency Committee, World Food Program, Red Cross, and United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR. Climate displacement will lead to more people losing their homes. This can cause overcrowding, resource shortage, and conflicts. But if we act now to reduce pollutants and to support affected communities, we can help prevent the worst effects and build a better future. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts. See you in the next video.